by side, we sway there in all the colors.
Wow.
Summer love. Growing some love.
Many times. When I was 20
Folded
years
on the
old,
lawn chair in
every day,
all the
right?
colors. Summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle fresh cut.
Basement. Yeah, thank you.